Welcome back to Wreck and Rule.
Rule.
Great
Right.
timing on that one. So over here we have you.
Frenchie.
Over here we have
Joe.
So we're back. Oh,
Brian.
I'm Brian.
Oh, it's Brian. Yeah.
Yeah, Brian West.
Who's the one in the middle?
Yeah.
That guy. So we are here back with you guys again because we've been granted the honor, privilege, pleasure of showing you guys a couple of cards from Wave 3 of the Transformers TCG.
Thanks,
What's it
WotC.
called? What's this wave called?
Wave 3 is called Siege Part 1, although you have another theory, Joe.
It could be a Roman numeral I for one. I, siege I.
I don't speak English.
That's okay.
So, Wizards of the Coast has been kind enough to send us 3 cards to show to you guys. Today we're going to show you 2 battle cards, and then later on, in a couple of days,
In 5 minutes. Oh, never mind.
5 minutes for us, but for you guys in a couple of days, we're going to show you a different type of card. Okay, so let's kind of jump right into it. So first up, we have...
You snap.
I'm going to snap, and you're going to miss time.
Yeah.
Ready?
Gun,
And...
joke.
Nail it. So, French, do you want to cover this one? All right, go for it.
So, ESL, it's rock toss. Seems to be like a bot that is tossing a rock.
Not just a bot, that is Ironhide, Frenchie. We know that you're not like as diehard Transformers fan as we are, but this is Ironhide. Probably like, top 3 most important Autobots out there.
Is it? Right, he's tossing a rock. And that do 1 damage to a tapped enemy. And it has a black pip.
So it has an orange pip and a black pip.
Yeah.
Right? And then down bottom we get some reminder text that says for each black pip or battle icon that you flip when attacking, the attacker gets pierced 1 till the end of turn. On top of it, it is an uncommon, which is interesting.
Yep.
Joe, initial thoughts about this?
I thought I wasn't going to talk when it was over my face.
It would be nice if that was the trick to just, get you to not talk.
If I had a thought, I would have to say, like, we could maybe use this, like ammunition for Windblade. It is a 2 different color icon card, so it's possible she could flip it. However, if you flip it when there are no tapped enemies, guess what? Oops.
Never been more uncomfortable in my life.
Let's also not forget this may help grapple.
Yes. Basically it. Seems like it's something that's WotC wants to like push out, like having Pierce. From the characters that we have seen, it seems like they are actually trying to like push out 3 white characters or 2 white characters, and those archetype is working better as blue, I would say. And that's why they are counterbalancing with like some Pierce mechanics now, I would say. What do you think?
I think that makes sense. It is interesting that this card, the next card that we're going to show you in a few minutes, and then the other, I think we've seen one or 2 other cards with black icons that Scott Van Esten?
Venice.
Scott Van Esten, sorry. He had kind of like an article that introduced it. The ones we've seen have been orange mixed with black, or black just by itself. And I think that blue with that black Pierce icon
So good.
is going to be really powerful.
Yeah,
Because blue...
they're like, I haven't seen the orange deck being Pierce. So, my double Megatron, for example, that could use like some blue, like battle cards with blue icon and then black icon too. Whenever I play laser fusion cannon of Megatron on the Megatron and just like push up like the Pierce 5, having 1 more Pierce seems to be really good. So yeah, it's like I will dig into it. I don't know how well it's going to do like orange's Pierce. Like really, like if you play an orange deck, you're going to probably do a lot of damages. Is Pierce going to be relevant? Probably in a sense where when you're like full. Oh yeah, when you full aggro with Devastator, for example. Like you don't have like a lot of damages. Playing Rock Toss in it might do 1 damage when it's tapped if you play it. Otherwise, it's going to give a Pierce and also the attack. We know that Devastator full oranges doesn't have like high amount of attacks like Weird Jack, for example. So yeah, it could make sense. Like it's a little bit a plus for orange deck that is going to go against heavy blues, I would say.
And I didn't even think about orange Constructicons. This is great for them flipping out to attack to guarantee that they're going to get some damage out there if they don't have like a grenade launcher or a rapid lightning or something on there equipped.
Yes.
Or even just a traditional like either bugs deck or I'm thinking orange Predacons. Early on, like that first attacker before you can do an action or an upgrade to boost attack, it's usually pretty... You know,
it's
you
not great.
may or may not push damage through. This
Yeah.
is a guarantee to push damage through, at least
Yeah.
a little bit. She also mentioned that the black icon will stack with any pierce from like native character abilities or weapons or what have you. I think, do we have any other bits about this?
We can jump on the second card and talk more about it.
Okay. Maybe one other quick thing that jumped in my head.
Yeah.
We talked about this beforehand, is that Zap is kind of like the
Ben
closest
version?
analog to this, right?
I would say yes, but that can actually do damages to untapped characters, and sometimes it's how to say that, it's variable. Like
People hide their untapped characters and you can't reach them with this
right,
card.
or even like let's say you are going to do an attack on the first, and you manage like to bring it to like almost dead. Your opponent is not going to attack right away with the opponent with the cards, right? That is only have 1 health or 2 health. I don't know how much, but that can like actually go down to it.
Right, and then so kind of this is actually what Scott talks about in the article where he introduced the Black Pip, because he talked about like his baseline for weapon design too, where if you look at a primary laser that is basically kind of like your vanilla average attack value.
Yeah.
Which is +2. If you go down to +1, then there needs to be some type of larger benefit. So, for example, armed hovercraft, pinging damage out there. If you go to +3, there needs to be a drawback. Like with Energon Axe, you can only put it onto a tapped character.
Or even like Energy Sword. I don't remember the name of it.
Power Sword.
Power Sword. Yes.
In that case, like with Bulge,
Yeah.
the idea is that you are, for Power Sword, it's the battle icon that you don't want to see when you flip. There's a downside for that Bull 3.
Yes.
This is kind of like you wouldn't take, if this just did one to anybody, you would never take Zap again. Unless you wanted to double up on your ability to just ping someone for more damage.
Yeah.
So then the Pierce kind of gives you that additional benefit. So from here, let's go to the next one before I ramble more. Ready? Let's try that again. Ready? And perfect. Okay. Joe, what is the second card we have?
This is a Combat Dagger, another dual different pip card. We have another orange-black. Bold 1 weapon. Thermal weaponry comes to mind. +1 attack, +1 pierce. Can we stack this up? Can this be on Predaking? Have 3 of them on Predaking? Stack pierce?
That's
Bold
all right. I mean, one is going to be like equipped. It's not going to give the pierce, right?
Yes.
So it's only when you flip it.
Yes.
I believe that it's the same case as the other ones. Like when you have like a lot of attacker and not guarantee, and you're not sure that you're going to do guarantee damages, you want to kind of have that card in, right? And
seems like for like 0 attack characters or like 1 attack, like Demolisher. This type of card would be good to have orange and blacks everywhere. 1/1/1/1, just build up the attack and the pierce same exact time. Can you imagine Demolisher flipping 6 orange black cards?
6 guaranteed damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
yes, that's true. And even like when you think about it, the fact that like sometimes you're flipping well, but there's actually always like these 2 defenses or 1 defenses on the character, and they are going to flip like another blue, and then lead them out of the range. That pierce is actually going to, it's like essentially -1 defenses.
Bold 1 seems a little lackluster.
A little bit, yeah. But yeah.
I think it was Bowl 2 you would never take Flamethrower.
Oh yeah, you never do. Why would you?
Guess not.
Yeah, why would you put flamethrower? Like, why would you
I
play
would run 3 of
flamethrower
each.
instead of dagger?
3 flamethrower, 3 daggers.
This is bad. I like those guarantee damages. Like sometimes you're going to attack and it lifts away by 1 point of damages or 2 point of damages. Those orange flip is actually better quality than just a single orange.
More Windblade fodder, more grapple fodder.
That too.
It's not bad on either Micromasters or Battle Masters, since they have for the most part, they have low attacks anyway.
Yeah.
You're guaranteeing that 2 attack, red heat is going to actually get some damage out there when he swings, if you decide to attack with him rather than use his tap ability.
When you think of it, are you going to play a piercing blaster in the orange deck? Nope.
No.
Maybe not anymore if I can bold out enough black pips.
Exactly. I don't know how many orange deck is actually playing piercing blaster, but it seems weird to like just putting out piercing weapon. Yeah, it's weird to play pierce when you are orange. At least with those black peep, you can put the pierce.
But the
with
orange
oranges.
decks need pierce.
I guess
I think it's what
blue,
Frenchie's trying to say.
Yeah, against heavy blue decks. Yeah.
Even then, they're like, what are you, flipping blue? Here's bashing shield, let me just run you over with 38 attack.
I think the idea is like, because of right now we have like spoilers with character that has 14 health, like 10 stars, 11 stars, 14 stars. Those characters are not going to. It's
They're
weird.
Power
It's like
creeping away from the current
yeah. It's like
level of
it's
attack.
like I think it's working well if you play blue with those characters. You want to see them lasting, and you want to see them having the effects on the long run, meaning that when the character when the game designer is putting that back in there, it feels like there are going to be a lot of blue cards that is going to be strong. Like blue decks are going to be like some kind of not issues probably. I don't know how to say that, but the fact that we're seeing this kind of cards in, it tells us that hey, there is like some power going on with the blue decks, I would say.
Wait, maybe we'll see, since we've seen characters say before the game starts you can grab an armor or whatever, maybe this can be a character, hey, go grab a free weapon with 2 different color icons on it. Could that be possible? I'll just
Possible,
grab
yeah.
the dagger real quick.
But then the dagger is only giving you bold one.
Well, if it's the first attack of the game, you don't really, you
Yeah.
can't play any cards. It allows you to sort of break the rules right there once.
Yeah. I could see that.
Maybe.
I think also we're going to see, we've already seen it by now. You guys have seen the TFW, WTF at TFW podcast with Drew. They spoiled Alpha Trion. So Alpha Trion kind of is pushing you to mix orange and blue in your deck. So for blue decks that want to like tank and hit with Pierce, the black icon is going to be helpful.
Yeah.
To build up Pierce, we already have it.
I mean that's what I miss. Like when I play oranges and I know that I'm going to go against a heavy blue deck. I'm like, damn it, I cannot push damages in. Now I'm not going to put any pierce weapon, but if I play orange and black card, I would feel good. I would feel better, actually, to play orange. Sometimes it might not need, sometimes you might not need to put pierce because like you're going to have so much high damages anyways. But yeah, I mean, I'm still traumatized by Nemesis Prime and the Optimus Prime. Like I wish that
We've all been there.
yes, I mean, I wish I got that black peep earlier.
Wave 1?
Yeah, that would have been like a different story, I believe.
So again, if you guys check out that podcast, Drew actually mentions that they're kind of building up. They're not going to do a pip every single wave, but he says like they sort of needed to layer things up. This way it didn't overwhelm players at first.
Yes.
I think maybe, Joe, could you bring both cards up? So something that is kind of neat with this set is this is the first set where every single battle card is brand new art, like every single one confirmed, and it has a little bit more of like a unified art style compared to like Wave 1 and 2, which they were using just panels from the comic books, and different artists could make different scenes, different styles. This kind of feels a little bit more kind of like, I don't know, unified. And actually, we were talking about Constructicons. That combat knife is sort of a little bit looks like it could be wielded.
I went to a. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Or I was thinking Brawl, Combaticon, turns to a tank. The green is a little bit dark for Constructicon, but it could be in the shadows.
And Brian
There's
goes
an
off
explosion.
into the lore tangent.
What if it's like a Battle Master or Micro Master?
Could be that too.
It's a hot white knife though. Hey, hot white knife for black people doing pierce. Flavor? Flavor?
I'm not gonna taste that dagger now.
It does look kind of like an energized type of,
Yes.
like, you know.
Yeah.
Do we have any final thoughts on either Rock Toss or Combat Dagger?
It's a rock toss.
And it's a combat dagger.
Actually, maybe last thing. Joe's about to stop me here, but they both would probably be good in a sealed environment.
Absolutely yes. Yes, I
Well-
would agree with that because there's no zap in.
Yes.
in
I
the
mean,
set.
in the cell environment, when you are going to have like 6 packs, usually what we do, what was the rule already? Like we only take out the 5 useless cards.
Yeah.
So those cards are going to be far less than useless. So if you play sealed, yeah, just keep them in.
Right, because every time you attack, you're gonna have Pierce. Obviously, it's gonna speed the game up.
Yes, that's pretty good. So on the sealed level, it's a good card.
There'll be
I
no
would
stalling
assume.
in sealed anymore.
Yeah.
Pierce, 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 Pierce,
Yeah.
Pierce.
Both of them are uncommon.
The
Uncommon,
Combat
uncommon.
Knife is a common.
Okay.
Rock Toss, uncommon.
I wonder how much of those black people we are going to see. It's definitely interesting. I mean,
I want to see
Ma-
blue, black, black.
oh my god, that would be so good.
Yes.
Oh,
Or even the opposite. Blue, blue, black. Oh, that might be a
Blue,
star
blue,
card.
black. Wow.
They probably
That's
both
like
be
a
star
triple
cards.
star card.
Yeah.
yeah. Every triple star cards I think that they're going to be costed the star at least.
We
They-
saw the one from TFW,
Mm-hmm.
Fuel Cash.
We will not be seeing 3-star cards. Drew
Oh,
mentions.
3 star. I meant three.
We're not going
cards.
to see cards that are 3 yet.
Yeah.
He said.
Maybe in 2 days.
Mhm.
Probably not.
All right,
Maybe.
Maybe not.
maybe
That's not what we have. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Again, thank you to Wizards of the Coast for sending us some sweet images and spoilers to share with you.
And thank the viewers for tuning in. My God, Brian.
Yeah,
I was waiting for you to jump
No,
in.
you were signing
Do
off.
I need to do everything,
Record
Joe?
rule signing off.